Well, let's turn now to the more than 20 statues in New York City's Central Park, but not a single one portrays a woman until today. Yes, this morning, the first statue depicting real women was unveiled on the park's famed literary walk. For more now on how this came to be, we caught up with Meredith Bergman, the sculptor behind the landmark work of art. Take a look here.
I was absolutely honored and delighted to be chosen to create the Women's Rights Pioneers Monument, the first statue of real women in Central Park's long history among 23 monuments to men. As a female sculptor, I am still working in a man's world. Sometimes I'll run into artisans who assume that my husband is the sculptor. Sometimes it's, oh, you're so small, physically little and fragile. How did you make such a big thing? Well, one glob at a time. The statues on this monument are statues of Sojourner Truth, Susan B. Anthony, and Elizabeth Cady Stanton. And they were alive at the same time. They knew each other. They worked together. They were guests in each other's houses. And there's reason to show them meeting and discussing how to fight for women's rights together. I've been working on this for 2 years. I started at a very small scale with a model and then went up to an interim size 1/3 height, which is what's behind me, and then jumped up to the big size. It is very challenging. For instance, Susan B. Anthony's neck looked too long when seen from below, whereas at eye level or above, it looked fine, it measured fine. And the heads come off, and you have to go up on a ladder and pull the head out and lift it down and set it in a stand, and then you can work at eye level. I think the biggest challenge has been finding a way to show specific historical characters that represent something beyond themselves. You have to do a recognizable portrait, but you also have to turn them into figures that are symbols. These were real women with flaws and with great, great strength and utter commitment to what they were fighting for. And that should inspire you.
I want to turn to more now on this history-making statue. So let's go out to the park, shall we? And there it is, that beautiful statue on a beautiful day in Central Park. And joining us now is the president of the nonprofit organization Monumental Women, Pam Elam. And you've got to be beaming today, but in the park's 167-year history, no female representation of a sculptor until today. How is that even possible?
Very good question, and it's a longer answer that involves discrimination against women. But let me just say, Monumental Women, our all-volunteer, not-for-profit group, is so proud to be the group that broke the bronze ceiling in Central Park to create the first statue of real women. We have worked for 7 years. We have raised $1.5 million in private funding, and we're just delighted that people are enjoying it already as they come and see it, but it's been a labor of love.
Now, you used a couple words there I picked up on. You said proud and delighted. But there's got to be more bubbling up inside of you than that this morning and on this day, because it also happens on the 100th anniversary of women getting the right to vote. So tell me a little bit more. You said it's a 7-year effort as well and all the money raised. You got it. Give me a little more about what this is like to be standing there in the park today with that statue behind you.
Well, it took 167 years to make this day happen. That's how old Central Park is. That's how long it has been without a statue of a real woman. There's Alice in Wonderland, there's Mother Goose, there's Juliet with Romeo. There are allegorical figures. No real women until Monumental Women came and said, all right, we'll build one. The city hasn't done it. And that's one of the reasons we're challenging municipalities all over this country to reimagine their public spaces and to include tributes to women and people of color so that all the people who made that city great can be honored, not just New York City, but everywhere across the country.
Pam Elam, again, the group is Monumental Women. Congratulations on all the time and effort and to see this day happen. And I can't wait to get out to the park to see it myself. Pam, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.